Good morning, everyone. My name's Claire. I am assigned to discuss excavating or excavation. Let us start first by determining what is excavation. Excavation is the removal of soil or rock from a site to form an open hole or cavity using tools, machines, or explosives. In our subject quantity surveying, we encountered earthworks, and one of its components is excavation. Excavation work can occur anywhere, including mainly on construction sites, business premises, or in public areas. Excavation work includes open excavations, potholing, pit excavations, trenches and retaining walls, shafts and drives. Number 1. An open excavation is an excavation that can vary in shape and size. From the word open, it is cost effective of all basement construction methods, particularly when working with dense and sturdy soil. Number 2. Potholing. Potholing is a small excavation or inspection hole used to locate underground services. Potholing is also known as daylighting. Number 3. Pit excavations. Pit excavations are typically four-sided and deeper than the surface's narrowest horizontal dimension. They are typically excavated to accommodate the installation of manholes, pump stations, or underground tanks. They are also excavated to build pile caps and other types of foundations, as well as to gain access to or locate existing services. Number 4. Trenches and retaining walls. Trenches are typically excavated to install or maintain underground services, as well as to investigate what lies beneath the surface. The figure on the left is an example of an excavated trench, while on the right is an example of a trench constructed by putting up a retaining wall. Number 5. Shafts and drives. Sinking a shaft entails building a vertical excavation from the top with access and spoil removal. Drives are small openings cut into the sides of trenches, shafts, or other structures, such as under roads. Excavating a drive is especially dangerous because it increases the risk of trapping workers with no other way out. Moving forward with the different types of excavators. So excavators are well-known earth-moving vehicles with a bucket, arm, rotating cab, and movable tracks. We have here the 7 types of excavators. The first type is crawler. Crawler excavators have tank-like chassis with a chain track system. Crawlers, as opposed to other large excavators that run on wheels, they run on 2 large endless tracks and are ideal for mining and heavy-duty construction jobs. Because of their chain wheel system, they can slide down and scale hills more safely, making them ideal for grading hilly areas and landscaping uneven terrain. While crawlers are slower than other excavators, they provide better overall balance, flexibility, and stability. Wheeled excavators are similar in size and appearance to crawlers, but they operate on wheels rather than tracks. When tracks are replaced with wheels, they become faster and easier to maneuver on concrete, asphalt, and other flat surfaces, while maintaining the same power capabilities. A dragline excavator is a large excavator that works in a different way. A hoist rope system connects to a bucket via a hoist coupler on the equipment. The bucket's other side is attached to a dragline that runs from the bucket to the cab. The bucket is raised and lowered by the hoist rope, while the dragline pulls the bucket toward the driver. Suction excavators, also known as vacuum excavators, have a suction pipe that can produce up to 400 horsepower. A suction excavator is ideal for a delicate underground application because it can reduce damage by more than 50%. Skid steers, unlike standard excavators, have booms and buckets that face away from the driver. This orientation allows attachments to reach over the cab rather than around it, making these excavators useful in tighter spaces and navigating tricky turns. They are frequently used for digging pools, site cleaning, residential work, and debris removal in situations where space is limited and objects are spread widely apart. A long reach excavator, as the name implies, has a longer arm and boom section. These excavators are best suited for demolition tasks such as structural crumbling and tearing down walls over bodies of water. Attachments for shearing, crushing, and cutting can be attached to the arm to perform additional tasks. Mini excavators are smaller and lighter version of the standard excavator capable of minimizing ground damage and fitting through crowded and narrow sites such as parking lots and indoor spaces. So, how does the excavation process work? Before beginning the excavation and heavy earthworks, the site must be thoroughly examined to ensure that the natural habitat and artifacts surrounding it are preserved throughout the excavation process. So, as an engineer, one must first evaluate any excavation near or below a structure's footing, including retaining walls. One must ensure that other structures near the excavation site are not harmed by vibration or concussion during the work. Consider the need for special precautions if hospitals or other buildings with sensitive shock and vibration equipment are nearby. And review and, if necessary, revise controls to maintain a work environment that does not have risks to health and safety. Thank you so much for listening and have a nice day.